What up, YouTube? T-Movies here. It's Thursday, that means time for my opening/streaming segment where I talk about the films and shows that are premiering this week. Not really a whole lot of shows premiering this week, though. Lots of, not really a whole lot of films streaming. Mostly some of them are like opening in theaters or whatnot. Well, anyway, here's what to look forward to this week. Alright, the big one that, it's not really big, but it's, it's a film titled Let Him Go, which stars Man of Steel co-stars Kevin Costner and Diane Lane. And here's what it's about. Following the loss of their son, a retired sheriff and his wife leave their Montana ranch to rescue their young grandson from the clutches of a dangerous family living off the grid in the Dakota. This actually looks cool. I mean, it is nice to see Kevin Costner and Diane Lane once again working together. I mean, they played the Kent, Kent in Man of Steel, so it's pretty cool to see them back together again. This actually looks really cool. Looks like it's gonna have lots of twists and turns to it. Kevin Costner, I mean, the guy is in his 60s, I believe, and he's still pretty much, is he in his 60s or 70s? I can't remember how Costner is, but it's always nice to see Kevin Costner, in pretty much anything, and him playing like this badass character could be intriguing, so sign me up with this one. Alright, coming to theaters, this film was supposed to come out for a while, and that is The Informer. This movie, I believe, was shot the movie was supposed to come out last year, I believe. But it kept getting delayed, and now it's actually even online, believe it or not. But it's now finally coming out this week. It's we're recruited by the FBI, ex-con and former Special Operations soldier Pete Kozlow uses his cover skills to try and take down the general, the most powerful crime boss in New York. When a sting results in the death of an undercover cop, Pete suddenly finds himself caught in the crossfire between the mob and the FBI. Forced to return to a prison, Kozlow must now come up with a plan to escape the clutches from the law and the general to save himself and his family. Now this actually has a pretty good cast. You got the likes of Joel Kinnaman from Suicide Squad fame. You got Rosamund Pike, Common. You got Clive Owen is in this. Ana de Armas, I believe, is in this too. Got some interesting cast lists. I admit, the trailers didn't really do much for me, and I still haven't really seen it a lot. So I don't have too much high hopes for this. But I guess I'll give it a go. It's Joe Kinnaman. I quite like Joe Kinnaman, so. Alright, coming to theaters and VOD, we got Jungleland, which is directed by Henry Winkler's son, Max Winkler, so that's pretty cool. And it stars Charlie Hunnam as well as Jack O'Connor, as a relentless bare-knuckle boxer and his manager, brother, must travel across the country for one last fight. But an unexpected travel companion exposes the crackle in their bond along the way. Now, this also stars the British actress Jessica Barton, who's also best known for that Netflix series, The End of the World. This actually looks pretty decent. It isn't always nice to see Charlie Hunnam in anything. You got Jack O'Connor, who I've always been a fan of ever since I saw him in that movie, Unbroken. He's a really terrific actor, so look forward to checking this one out. It is it's a bit of a road trip and a boxing film, so I'll give this one a go. Alright, coming to a VOD and in theaters, we got True to the Game 2. Now, this is actually a sequel to 2017's True to the Game, which starred the likes of Columbus Short. I remember Vivica St. Fox was that. She's actually returning for this one. Now, here's what it's about. True to the Game 2 picks up a year after the first installment of True to the Game, following the lives of the character affected by Quidder's murder, separating herself from Philly's dangerous scene while still mourning from the death of Quidder. Gina must reinvent herself as a journalist, living and working in New York City. At a crossroad in her career, Gina comes across the opportunity to go to LA and decides to use the time to find herself. Although Gina is far from home, her life and Philly seems to always make an appearance. Someone with ties to Quidder's has hijacked Jarrell's shipment, and Jarrell has hit the streets determined to find out who Jarrell is determined to get paid by any means necessary. Now this also stars Jeremy Meeks, who, if you guys don't know, he's pretty much like this model who ended up pretty much before he became famous and all. He's pretty much that handsome that mugshot guy that lots of people even pay money to to get him out of prison and all that. Now he has a modeling contract, and now it looks like he has an acting contract. So for anyone who's incarcerated or whatnot, probably that people in prison are not watching my videos, but anyone who's in prison, or anyone who got out of prison, just let you know, you can make it big out of prison. Alright. Now, I quite like the first shooter of the game. Now, Columbus Short, of course, his spoiler for the first shooter of the game, but Columbus Short's character ends up getting killed in the first film. So it looks like his mother is now taking the lead in this. I quite like the first shooter of the game. I remember watching it back in then at Empire 25 back in 2017. It was much better than I had any intention of being. I was, kind of interested in checking out a new film at Empire 25. And I saw this film called True to the Game playing there. I was like, okay, I'll probably give that a go. And I saw it, and much better than I had any intention of being. So look forward to check out the sequel. Alright. Coming to a VOD end years, we got a film titled Kindred. When her boyfriend dies suddenly to an accident psychologically, fragile mother-to-be Charlotte is taken in by the family, but they seem increasingly obsessed with her every move. Her suspicions grow and panic builds, but just how far will they go to desire to control her and her unborn baby? This looks okay. I mean, I'm always interested in checking out a new horror film, so I give this one a go. Alright, coming to Dears and VOD, we got a horror film titled The Dark and the Wicked, which is from the same director, The Strangers. On a secluded farm in the nondescripted rural town, a man is slowly dying. His family gathers to mourn, and soon a darkness grows, marked by waking nightmares and a growing sense of that something evil is taking over the family. This looks pretty creepy. I mean, Brian Bertano is a really cool director. I mean, if you guys never really seen The First Strangers, he did a pretty good job with that. He also did that A24 horror film, The Monster. He did a pretty good job with that one. So it's nice to see him, back in, directing a new film. Alright, coming to VOD, we got a film titled My Dad's Christmas Date, which stars Jeremy Piven, and it's about a 16-year-old who tries to make matchmaker for her widowed father during a Christmas time. This does look like a Hallmark film. I'm sorry, it has Hallmark written all over it. So, yeah, coming to Netflix, we got a film titled Operation Christmas Drop, which, speaking of films that look like a Hallmark, it's about congressional aide Erica Miller lands a beachside Air Force base where she clashes with Captain Andrew Jantz over his pet project, Operation Christmas Drop. Now, this stars Cat Graham from Vampire Diaries fame, as well as Viking star Alexander Ludwig. I mean, this definitely feels like a Hallmark film, hands down. I mean, Netflix doing Christmas films. Their Christmas films literally feel like a Hallmark film that has not that Hallmark did not pick up, But yeah, this actually looks pretty cool, so I'll give it a watch. I mean, I do like making a Christmas romantic film. I'm actually a sucker for some of the Hallmark films, so I'll give this one a go. All right, last but not least, premiering on HBO Max, we got a film titled 2 Weeks to Live, which is about a woman who sets out on a mission to honor her father, who died under mysterious circumstances when she was a young girl. Now, this stars Game of Thrones actress Maisie Williams. This actually premiered on UK's channel Sky back in the UK, so it looks like HBO Max now taking it. It looks pretty cool. I mean, it's nice to see Maisie Williams doing more stuff since Game of Thrones ended. I mean, I'm always interested in checking out a new murder mystery-based series, so this could be interesting. Anyway, let me leave you guys. That's pretty much it, by the way. Let me leave it to you guys. Which of these are you interested in checking out? Are you interested in checking out Let 'Em Go? Are you interested in checking out, Operation Christmas Drop? True to the Game 2? Were you even a fan of the first True to the Game, by the way? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Simu signing off.